What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a highlight video, so if you want to get full access to the entire video with no cuts and also the review portion at the end, then head on over to patreon.com/DrewFortune. All the links are in the description. There's also a 7-day free trial you can avail of, so make sure you make use of that and test it out if you want to get the full video. Also going to be live on Twitch later on today, 1 PM EST. Come hang out. We're going to be taking requests. Make sure you get in early because the queue is going to be full pretty soon. So guys, get involved. See yous all there. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Cheers. Okay, let's get started. Alrighty, it's sounding a lot more modern, which I guess it is, but has that modern feel to it already with that synthy sound that Tyler mentioned already. So also the album is 52 minutes long and it's only 8 songs, so we've got some long tracks here. Vocalist's tone in this is beautiful already. It's giving me mad Maynard vibes. Sounds so sick. Oh yeah. Zine. Who's that remind me of? That's not even Maynard, it's someone else. Man, this is already unbelievable. I'm liking this shit already. Very chilled. But I'm already liking the idea of this being a little bit more on the slower synthier side. Because again, I'm a little bit fatigued by the heavy slamming of music lately. But that was a really fun intro to the album. I don't know which tracks were the singles because they all have similar enough views or plays on Spotify. That track kind of gave me like interlude vibes, even though it was track number 2, so maybe a little bit weirdly placed, but not bad. What I really like about The Ocean is that everything is so intentional from a like ebb and flow side of things. Like, I know this track hasn't, or this album hasn't had like big climactic moments yet, but it does feel like they are so well spaced out. You appreciate it so much more as opposed to some albums where it's just like constant sensory overload, where you just become a little bit immune to it when the breakdown actually does come around because you've heard so many big climactic moments throughout the album. Whereas this is just so easy to like listen to and you're almost like longing for that kind of big moment. So when it does happen, it feels so much more, you know, deserved, I guess is what I'm trying to say, or appreciated. But again, this has all the makings of an album that you can just listen to from start to finish. Really like mood dependent album, maybe for like an hour-long drive. Just this is the perfect, you know, start to finish, just go on a journey with it, you know. It almost, a bit of a stretch, but it's almost giving me Sleep Token's new album vibes, like Take Me Back to Eden, just with the experimental nature of like just completely cutting the guitars out for the most part and going into, you know, sort of 808 beats, like very lo-fi backing beats, very synth orientated. Oh fuck yeah, this is good. See, I appreciate these moments so much more now because it's like we're getting a bit of guitar now and it's like we've been kind of deprived of it for a lot of the album. Yeah, there's some really well thought out sound design in this as well. This is so sick, this whole build up. So yeah, the vibe I'm getting from it is a little bit, it feels like a bit of a mature Sleep Token, if that's like, if people don't take me up incorrectly on that. It feels like you need a little bit more patience for something like this than something like Sleep Token. Sleep Token kind of has a climactic moment in each track. You know, it has the same kind of song structures to a certain extent, but I think you need a little bit more patience, and that's why it comes across as like a bit more of a mature style than what Sleep Token went with, because, you know, you have to listen to 3 or 4 tracks before you'll even get that big climactic moments that you would get in Sleep Token's new album. Again, it's a bit of a stretch saying it sounds like Sleep Token. I don't mean from a vocal standpoint, and like, I mean tonality of the guitars and everything else is definitely nowhere near Sleep Token. Like, Sleep Tokens is definitely a lot more tuned down and akin to the more like modern metalcore scene when it comes to the guitars. It has the same kind of lure to it, or the same kind of atmosphere that Sleep Token created in Take Me Back to Eden. Some of these like haunting vocals are similar. Obviously cadence is definitely different and it's a lot less dramatic. Sleep Token's delivery is definitely like, so I can see why it might be a bit controversial to some people. It's like very dramatized. You're either into it or you're not. Very like pantomime-esque. This is a little bit more stripped back, but it gives me that same vibe, you know. I don't even need to hear more, just go on my playlist now. You just feel like, see, now I'm kind of like primed for these breakdowns because I've been kind of kept waiting for it for so long. Now it just feels so much more heavy hitting as opposed to just getting one every single track where it gets repetitive. This is like being, it's pulling you along in this journey, you know. It's great. Wow, this is the heavy hitter of the album for sure. Man, that's unbelievable. This just feels so much more well constructed and thought out than a lot of the music I've been listening to lately. This to me is when the ocean are at their best. This sound. Oh, I've got full body chills for this whole section. This is the last track on the album though, and I feel with the Ocean albums, although they are like long proggy albums, they never feel that long. Maybe it's because there's only 8 tracks on it, maybe that's why it feels a little bit shorter. Because like every track you go through, I guess you're making, you know, 1/8 of the progress through the album. So maybe it's a little bit of a like a mental thing where you actually feel like you're just getting through it faster because there's only 8 tracks on it. That had like Sierra Leone vibes. Remember that like dubstep track? Those female vocals. Last significant moment of the album. Where are we gonna go? Are we gonna fade out or drop us into something? Oh yeah, I see the lyrics. We're getting dropped into something. Okay, guys, you know the drill. I'm gonna take a few minutes, listen to some of these tracks back again, go through my notes, and we're gonna be back with the review and the overall rating. So bear with me, back in a second. See you then.